Okay, we're on the low gear side now. I made a couple adjustments. I just overdid a little bit. So right now I'm in the neutral position of the drum. Fork's not moving. So you can see how the fork goes against the side of the gear here. The dog bottoms out, and we got a certain amount of flex in the fork there. And you go to the other side, and you can see how it flexes more on this side here. So this side bottoms out. This side over here, we're not really bottoming out, we're flexing the fork. See the fork bending? Over here, it's not bending, we're bottomed out on the gear. So I moved it over one shim, so I'm going to put the shim back out, and that should get it back towards second. You always want to be more towards second than low gear, because you're more time in second than low. So go ahead and put that back here. And that. Getting pretty good at taking this drumming it out. Definitely had to have this hole in here though. Yeah, that slid right out. You can get used to that. Now, this thing has to be in between third and fourth gear. So basically everything is in neutral, but that's not the real neutral. Is where this thing drops straight down at. It's a false neutral. And the reason we were fighting the drum before is because the fork was so far to the one side. I moved it over about 50 thou. That's why it wasn't going out. You can see how it comes in out there a little easier now too. But I wound up putting a spacer in here. Took the shim stack and moved it over and took out the extra shim stack over here off because we run out of room for those. So now I'm going to take out the one shim I just put in there, go back to where we were. It should be good. So I have no shims on this side right now. So I'm going to take one shim out. This is a real thin one. I put a thicker one in there. Let's see. That might be enough. I went out quite a bit before. I'll try the real thin one. So I'm going to put the thin one on this side. The lock tab back in it. Put our nut back on it. Tighten it up. Try it again. There. Yeah, that slid right in. Okay, things are getting used to being in spots, I guess. Okay, so now we check to see what happened. See the camera? Where's my screwdriver over here? Okay, let's see where we're at this time. Bending quite a bit. I think I'm in the wrong spot. Can't tell. Definitely bottoming out there. Make sure you're not a dog. It's in a high gear over there. So I'm never feeling it going into any kind of a gear. Here, hold on that. I'm going to mark these gears so I can see where they're at. Can't see the damn dogs. Definitely a little dog, that one. Check him out. Okay, we're right between dogs. Okay, we're in a sweet spot now. Okay, I think I need to move the fork over slightly toward second. I'm going to keep moving until I start having a problem and I can come back a little bit. Ah. Come on. So I'm going to pull the fork back a little bit. One more shim. So I took out the real thin one, I'm going to put the thicker one in there and swap the thin one back. Thin ones I think are like 7s, thick ones are 15s. I think I'm further off than 7, but I don't know if I want to go a big adjustment. I think we'll just sneak up on it. Yeah, I'm getting good at doing this right. think I'm centered now. Yeah. See that? Okay, so I'm jamming this thing in here pretty heavy right now. So I marked where the 2 dogs are at. I'm on both dogs on both sides. So I go in here and it's hard to see when you got everything in the way. Okay, so we jam this across. You slide the gear over. You watch me move it on this side. See, I move it solid. And on the other side, over here, you can see I go all the way over the other gear solid. So right now I'm in the middle of 2 solids. So I'm pretty much dead center right now. So that's pretty good. And then I have this side over here, almost centered slightly this way, just a tick. Less than 1 shim, I think. So I think we're pretty centered. So now I'm going to take it and put the other fork in there and see if it will actually shift correctly. Before it was all jammed up. Just trying to go to 2 gears at once, basically. Not that far. Here's the other fork. Between 2 gears. Nope, tooth off on this one. Get out of there. Oh. There. Okay, put a little tension on it so we can tell the indents are out. Okay, we're in high gear now. See the dogs over here?
Mm-hmm.
Now get on the other side and you can see better. Okay, so now I go shift it into the next gear. Right there, indent, pops in. Next gear. Right there. And then low gear. Actually, that's neutral, see? Next indent. Right there is low.
You did it.
So, see how close you're on everything?
Mm-hmm.
Now if you look in there, you can see the gear can go all the way into that gear.
Yep.
You can float. See, I'm not bending the fork to put all the way in the gear.
No,
Okay, then we go back this other way. It should be the same this way. If anything, see, it's holding it right against that gear.
Right, right.
But it's not binding, so it is slightly toward this gear, which is the best way to be, because we're in second a lot more than you're on low. Okay, so I'm slightly off on that, but it's good. I'm right where I want it to be. It's, like I said, there's no drag on it, but it's being held right there. So it has a slight, it's being held there. Technically, I should take that 7th thou out that I had on the other one. Yeah, that actually is being held on that one. See, this has lots of clearance in it. See how it's got float in it? and then it can still bend over slightly. It's really close because you're literally one shim. I just want to make sure it's not binding against it while it's sitting just driving along the road. Yeah. Probably one shim would neutralize that. Okay, how far over are we on that gear? Okay, we're right against the cover still, so I got it timed correctly. So we go over here. Where's it at? There it is. No, that ain't a gear in there. There it is. Okay, now I'm going to line up these two dogs so I can just go back and forth with them. Okay, how's this one here? See how this one's being held against the gear?
Mm-hmm.
Let's see, there's a slight amount of clearance in it. See, it's not right there. It's right next to it, but it's no drag on it. There's the indent. And see how this one has the same floating condition going on?
Mm-hmm.
So our low gear was not quite that perfect. So that gear is right on the money. We got a little bit too much on the fork on this is toward the second. So I'm going to take out that shim I just did that last change, go back to where I just had it. And
then it'll be perfect.
it should be just about on the money then. Okay, now you got to put this right between the gears. That's our neutral point. Between third and fourth, neutral, right in between. That's where you drop the drum straight in. That's where I got it timed at too. So that red gear goes in between those two red gears.
Okay, wow.
That's how close it is. Now I don't know. Actually, when this is taken apart down the road, you're going to have to do the same kind of, you have to mark it so you know where it was at again. Because they never marked anything. They could have marked it and made it easy, but you know, because they know what those teeth are.
Right.
It's not that hard to make 3 notches and have
Right.
3 notches. So, just laziness on their part. Okay, so we're going to do a quick adjustment on that one. Oh, I didn't take the tension off the ball here. It's a lot easier when you back this tension off. It's nice having these where they actually adjust. Usually you got to fight them damn things. Oop, lost our ruler. Pull that out. Make sure this is good and tight. I usually make sure they're good and tight before I take them apart. I'm going to bend the tab over. A pair of channel locks doesn't put any load on the fork and bend it. If you beat on it with a hammer, you can bend the fork out of your adjustment. Okay, so that was that one. Okay, now we're going to pull out the low gear one. Move that shim back where I just had it out. Thick shim. A little thin one. Thick one goes back in first. And our thin shim is extra. Goes on there for later on. You only got one shim extra though, Alan.
That's okay. I don't think we're going to be taking it apart.
Okay. Tighten it up. Good and tight. Lock it down because we know it's going to be perfect, right?
Well, there's no other adjustments to make. We've made them all.
Well, we might have to go back, you don't know. You're assuming it's done. Now here's what I don't understand. Okay, this shaft just sticks in that hole and just hits over in this hole. There's no seals on them. Right?
Right.
Okay, so it just goes in there. It's all the way in. The cover just holds it in. There's nothing else holding it.
Right.
Okay, that is lower than this one. Yet they put a seal on this one.
Yeah, go figure, huh?
Yeah. Like
Yeah.
that one's not going to leak.
Yeah.
It's got two things that are just pushed in.
Yeah.
Why even worry about a seal?
Don't know.
Well, you don't want any oil right here on the outside edge where you can see it.
I guess.
Because you can't see this one, you can't see that one leaking. They only can see this one leaking. So
God only knows.
that's why they put the seal on that one, because you can see it. So nothing else makes sense. Okay. This goes back in there. Okay. See, it always goes in a tooth off here. See, there's a tooth is lined up. Get to go in. Give it a little whack. Okay, so we're worried about low gear. Oh, I didn't put the tension on there yet. No tension on it. Okay. Okay, that spot. And then we're going to go in gear. There's my other spot. There. Okay, that should shift right there. Yep. Boom, right in the gear. Okay. Okay, that has a lot of float and low. Okay, so much float we got on that now.
Better.
Well, we're supposed to have clearance on the other one. I hope I didn't go the wrong direction. Can't get behind it to tell. And I definitely don't have the clearance on it. Okay, so which way I moved? I moved it that way. So I went the right direction, but it acts like it didn't make any difference. Yeah, it doesn't seem to. It definitely didn't gain any clearance. I'm not exactly getting a lot of clearance on this either. Okay, we do have a little clearance on there. See how the fork goes back and forth?
Yeah,
The
just a
whole-
little bit.
the
Yeah.
whole gear assembly. But we definitely don't have a lot of, there ain't no extra clearance. Unlike this one over here. See how they got a lot of clearance here? See how the clearance that one has?
Mm-hmm.
So that one acts like I need to take that, I need to make it bigger. When I did that last adjustment, so it tightened up on me. It didn't do this change, it didn't make the change I wanted to. Tightening the nut down more, I guess, made more difference than anything. actually do have some clearance, but not very, basically nothing. So it needs to do that adjustment again. It's runnable the way it is, but why worry about it now, right? This thing has a zipper on it already. Something I didn't do was I didn't center this up before I took it out. Dumbass. Shit. And pull it apart in that spot. There we go. It helps to get in the right spot before you pop the parts apart. No, get out of the damn hole. Fighting me. Of course, now some dumbass locked it. Who did that?
You're all right.
Yeah, but now it's going to make a change. It's going to beat on it with a hammer. Okay, I need to go that direction. That's why it didn't work. Doing the wrong thing. That's why it got worse. I need to put the thicker shim on the other side, not take it out. I'm moving it the wrong direction. So I didn't go too much, I didn't go enough. That's why I didn't do it. Went the wrong way. So now I'm at the very limit of holding the lock tab now because we're got so many shims in this thing. Just to beat that in later. See, I made a mistake. How many is that for tonight? Keeping
That's the
track?
first one.
First one? No, the first one's doing the job.
I was waiting for you to say that.
Should have just gave you a tune-up like I did on Chip's bike.
Well,
I did his trying to tune up, didn't I?
well,
That's a major tune-up.
You want to do this on your bike, so
I'm just checking it out first.
maybe you'll be gentle on that time.
On my bike? No.
No, because
I'm gonna be gentle enough.
you're learning on this one for yours.
I ain't gonna be gentle on my piece of crap.
No, I'm just saying time-wise.
Beat that tar out
Hell, the next one you'll have this done in a matter of minutes.
in minutes, huh? And I'm a tooth off. Yeah, sure. It'll be another year before I do another 5 and I'll forget everything. Right position. Okay, this time it should work better. The dumbass went the wrong direction on this one. Gotta watch out for them dumbasses. Okay, where's that sweet spot at? Right there. Sweet spot. Okay, see the gap in there now?
Mm-hmm.
I want you to be tight on the other one. Oh, look at that. See how we get the gap now? See, it's not tight on the fork.
Mm-hmm. So theoretically, if you got that set up right, it's not wearing on that shifting dog at all.
No, it's just floating there.
Just floating. Where that other one, when you see a lot of
So now we're floating.
silver metal worn off of it, then that's set up too tight.
So that was a 7th thou adjustment from one to the other.
Mm-hmm.
That was a 15th thou adjustment because we gained a whole bunch of clearance on this one side and it was tighter than hell on this side. So now when we're in here, we got the dog is free to float. But see also the gear here. See how the gear is floating also?
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, clearances in there. So now we're not binding anywhere. The only one that's even close is high gear. And I don't care about being close on high because that's the one you're going to be in the most. You want to make sure you got full engagement high. If you're going to cheat on any gear, that's the one you're going to do it in. And that's not going in gear. What the hell? It's a tight spot in the mechanism right there. Something's jammed. There it goes. Oh, that must be that one gear that was tight. I thought that was in high gear side though. See right there, it doesn't want to go over center. Right there, that tooth. Right here is where we're. It's right where both the forks are changing direction. But there's a tight spot right there. Where's our high gear? See, you put that where they both go across evenly. Oop. There it is. Nope, not quite. Okay, so now we're in between high and second. Okay, so now, okay, see how we got there? See the dog has a slight of clearance to it?
Yeah.
Not much, just a little bit. And then if we go toward high, it's kind of a loose high gear dog. No, we had the clearance there too now. Look at that. And actually, it has a little more clearance on this gear than the other gear. See that clearance we have?
Mm-hmm.
It's quite a bit. This one here. Yeah, we're actually a little bit toward. Yeah, it needs to come this way, 7. See, it's right up against it right now. Whereas in our high gear, trying to see where I can move it back and forth. See, we have this gap. See how we get those clearance in it?
Mm-hmm.
So that needs to move over 7 thousandths. Every time you put this together, it's slightly different, but if you're going to be in an air, you need to be in an air on the toward high gear side. Yeah, this would be perfect with high gear that direction. Yeah, we're pretty close. It's there, it's just, I mean, if that's 7th thou difference, it's close. I'm gonna leave it. Okay, so we got that's in there.
It shifts.
We've already lubed everything, so all I gotta do is put a little liquid snot on the shaft, beat her into the hole. That. Liquid snot. You know what liquid snot is, don't you?
No, I do not.
3-bomber.
Oh.
See what you call it, liquid snot? Now you want to make sure you don't want not too far over because it gets into the shift drum and locks it up. Not that I've ever done that before. Like right there. See, it's only that thick and it goes in flush. So.
Right.
We get too much on there. Sure, time is still good. It is. This. Do a little deeper. Deeper yet. There we go. That's pretty good. Dead center, so we're slightly depressed here. It sheared some more of that rubber off, even though it was the same rubber was in it before. Wipe off the excess. Good. Okay, you didn't have that little screw as I recall before. So I need to get you one.
Let me ask you a question.
Mm-hmm.
Do you want this transmission for your bike?
Nope,
Why not?
because I already got my tranny on my bike.
I know, but this one's all done.
Yeah, that's good. No, so your tranny.
Okay. What does that do?
That shaft that you have to beat the hell out of to make it move, that keeps it from moving out.
Oh, Jesus. Yes, sir.
Yeah, the one that won't start. Nice. Well, I want that thing to start and go in the hole. There it goes. See all the cosmoline junk coming off of that thing?
Yep. That's an expensive transmission right there.
Yep. Mine's even more money. I have more new parts.
Well, I'm sure. But everything in there's pretty sweet.
Yeah, yours is nice. Okay, now you want to see if this works still?
Hoping.
Released. See, we get a lot of seal drag on there. It doesn't fling up and down like it used to. That's all that seal drag.
That's not going to hurt anything, though.
Yeah, see the seal? It
Yeah.
brings it back to rubber. That's all the rubber in there. Alright, so we got to line back up where more or less where it belongs. So now we got to work this. So we have to free this up tomorrow and put the lube in it.
Okay.
Because this is supposed to come in from this side.
Okay.
Seals are starting to get broken in. Then we got to figure out how screwed up this V-twin piece of crap here is and make it work. Get it buttoned up. And put your lid on there.
Oh, that's nice.
Find all your screws.
Screws are right there.
Where?
Oh, that one kit.
Oh, right here.
Yep.
Oh, we got 5 more of these. We
Yep.
got 5 of those from a different kit. Alright, yeah, we'll put these on the top so it'll look like stock. You get the kicker
Put
stud.
that on.
Now someplace you probably had the filler plug someplace that was CAD. I imagine I got you one.
Well, I'm not sure. I thought we did.
Probably did, but we have to look at all the boxes if you left any here or not, I don't know.
Okay.
So,
Well, we're not going to fill it up yet anyway,
yeah,
so.
I keep this stuff. So you want to buy this on eBay or website? $9.95, right?
That sounds good to me. Somebody would like it.
Is that how much this cost?
Just the bag. Yeah.
Of course, not the part.
Nothing in it.
Look at that.
Yeah, there's the instructions right on it.
You frame that, put up on your wall, and,
I think so.
and that's modern art in another 20 years. Probably modern art already. If I actually did that, I could sell that for $10, I bet. All right, so what's it looking like? You liking it?
Are you kidding? There's none finer.
Now we have to adjust the shift tension on here to how much tension we want.
Okay.
You can fine tune that on the bike. It's just
I was
hard
going to
shift.
say, I always wondered why that is. That ought to just be just like silk. Click, click, click,
You
click.
can make it nice and easy like that.
Yeah.
But if you're power shifting it, you will need more of an indent.
I just want it to just go with your finger like that.
Yeah, but you want to have it where you're bouncing the bike. And
Well, you know what
popping
I'm
out of gear.
yeah.
You got to have enough tension that stays in gear.
Right, right.
So you can't make it just nothing. But yeah, you can adjust this quite a bit. There's a large adjustment range in here. But once we figure out kind of where we want to leave it, then we'll put the Loctite in here
Okay.
and Loctite it in. And you can always move it because the Loctite
Right.
will bend.
Yeah.
Won't move.
Yeah, and back it off, whatever you
I
like.
just don't like it when you peen the damn case and peen the threads. 'cause
Yeah,
it
no.
doubles everything all up.
Yeah,
And screws it up.
There's no reason to do that.
It's stupid.
They didn't have Loctite in 1942.
No, they had goo. So anyway, that'll look pretty nice on there.
Boy, it does.
You get original finish. That's not a maple leaf finish. That is original age finish.
That's a huge, that's a valuable transmission right there. All done.
We haven't even got to the clutch yet.
Oh, I know.
That's the next thing after this.
It's nice. Thank you.
All right, so we got another nice night tonight. So what time did we blow out of here last night?
About 2 o'clock.
About 2:20.
I think we're later tonight.
So it's 2:20 again. So there you go. Scooby went to bed.
He's had enough.
He had enough. All right, so that's it for tonight on this one. We'll try to get it finished up tomorrow. Uh-oh. Somebody mentioned Scooby. He's ready to go home. Are you ready to go home? Go kiss Mama? Oh, you ready to go? Yeah, no more rat hunting today? Yeah, he's happy now. He wants to go home. All right, so that's it for the journey for today.